Poland, and that will be in eastern Poland or western Russia. And in 1939, when the Germans invaded, they moved into the cities because it seemed like a good idea to do, but Poland's army couldn't hold back Hitler's tanks, and they overrun the country in quick time. And just as things were getting worse, the Russians invaded they just launched an attack from Russia, and they divided up Poland between them. Then Himmler moved his Einsatzgruppen. Einsatzgruppen, murderers. Basically, they rounded up the Jews, made them dig trenches, and shot them. Then there was mass graves all over the place, and one of the facts she was given, 33,000 people in 2 days, was at a place called Babi Yar. And we didn't know anything about this, neither did the West. Then, because nobody protested, because nobody said nothing, because nobody did nothing, he'd given the green light after the Wannsee Agreement, which was signed in Berlin, and that was called the final solution. And they concentrated the Jews into concentration camps. Some were for work, some were designed as death camps. In the death camps, the trains would come in, they'd unload the trains, and they would order links oder rechts, left or right in German. Left meant life, right meant death. People on the right were marched in, told to strip off all their clothes, and they were taken for a shower when they was taken into a gas chamber. And they were gassing thousands a day. The crematoriums where they were burning the bodies were working overtime. Those that went to the right, or those that went to the left, were worked to death. Even the kids, they were used in ammunition factories, and twins, other people were used for medical experiments. Nobody said a word, and nobody knew until word started leaking out, but they still didn't do nothing. And it wasn't just the Jews, it was gypsies, Slavs, Jehovah's Witnesses, gay people, you name it. If they didn't like it, they gassed it. And it was a justifiable war. But the thing is, until the Russians and the Allies were overrunning the camps, that the full extent of it wasn't known. The British actually overrun a camp called Bergen-Belsen, which is in the north of Germany. And bits of it still remain. And it's one of the most bleak, haunting places you will ever go to. There's such an atmosphere there. I have been there, and it's very strange. But the details of what come out, I didn't know. Neither did my family that was alive at the time, until one of my great uncles was actually repatriated to Britain. And none of my family in Poland actually survived apart from him, and that would have been about 35 close relatives that just disappeared. He actually went on to Israel, and that's why none of my family are left in Poland. And we're not unique. 6 million people died. 6 million Jews, but 11 million people died in concentration camps. And if you think that ain't evil, then there's nothing left. And it never got to happen again. And it ain't up to us no more, it's up to you. You're the next generation, it's up to you what attitude the world takes. Whether you allow racism and prejudice to continue, or whether you accept that people are different and you learn to live with it. If we all hate each other, then the world's going to hell in an handbasket. But if we learn to live with each other, at least we've got a chance that you don't have to go through what my family went through. And I hope that's true.
This has been 5 Facts on World War II by the badman, Joshua Orugboh-Kershaw. Have a nice day, and I am out. Peace! Hello and welcome to UK News. Today we will come on.
Eastern Russia, Eastern Poland, Western Russia.
Hitler, make. You caught it. I'm Joshua Kershaw. Give me your numbers. There's something about you, girl.